Welcome to the channel. It's Friday. I'd say it's probably 1:30, 2 o'clock. I decided to come up to the city and make another video today, and I thought I'd start out. I was going to come up here last week, and then I changed and went over to Chiang Road, but I figured I'd start out here at the Iron Bridge and walk from here, and I really don't know which direction I'm going to go in, so your guess will be, I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But there's a lot of history behind this bridge. This is, as you all know, this isn't the original bridge. It's been changed, and I believe it's also been moved. From the pictures that I see from back in the 1920s, I think it was more up in that direction, but I really don't know. But anyway, we'll start walking up this way, and as soon as I find a decent place to cut to the right, I will. And I'll probably get on the other side of the street. It's a beautiful day. It is a little hot, but the air is nice. And I think we went into town this morning, or I say into town, we ended up just going to get something to eat, but there's a little sign over the road that says the AQI, and I think the AQI this morning was like 25, which is not bad. So we're not getting nailed with bad air right now. Now that could change at any moment. But things seem to be, you know, kind of straightening out. I mean, the COVID numbers, you know, they keep going up, but from everything that I've read, little girl on the bike, you know, the cases that they're having are not serious, and people are not being hospitalized, and they're basically kind of quarantining at home. And we ran up on this yesterday. Lek and I have a place that we eat not far from the house, and lady has a restaurant set up in her house, and she cooks really good food, and I'll do a video there one day because it's just really a neat place. And then her aunt cooks breakfast next door, and I usually alternate between each place, but for about the past 3 weeks they've been closed down, and I couldn't figure out why. And we went by yesterday, and it turns out there had been a funeral on that road about a month ago, and I remember seeing it. And it turns out that now we have walked down here before, but I'm going to try to hit a street up here. It turns out that just about everybody that went to the funeral that lives around that area came down with COVID. So she just didn't feel comfortable opening up her restaurant because everybody eats there, and she felt it was safer to close down, and that's what she did. Okay, here's the Dukes. I've ate many a meal here. Hello, Grab driver. That looks like a monster smoker. Say that's what it is. I've not ate here in a long time. Food's always good, but you pay dearly for it. And now there's so many good places to eat in Chiang Mai that you can be a little bit picky about where you want to eat. Now this is neat. Huh. 24 hours starting. It's 49 baht. Oh, we got kapow too. May have to check them out one more now. But yeah, she said she closed down for about 3 weeks. And it was sad because she cooks really good food. But hopefully things will stay open for a while. Now, what is this? Oh, this is just where they park their motorcycles, I guess. Huh. I don't know. New one on me. I've not really explored up here too much. I usually take the side streets on the other end. But we'll walk up this way today. But my personal feeling is if you know, if you're going to come here, you know, be prepared. Be prepared that you might get stuck in quarantine, state quarantine or government quarantine or hotel quarantine, where it'll cost you a bundle. And if you're prepared to do that, then by all means come along. Wow, this is neat. Boys Cafe. Now, I've not been through here. I'll be a little bit nosy. Now, these are all apartments down here. Interesting. I have never noticed this. Huh. Yeah, well, people living back here. Apartments. I'm more curious about this building here. I have no clue what it says. Huh. Well, I'd say that sign probably at one time said keep out. So I'm not going to If anybody on the channel knows what this place used to be, let me know. Put it in the comments. I'm real curious. It's definitely an old style building. Boys Cafe. Huh. Interesting little place. I would love to get in there and roam around, but I don't feel comfortable going in there. Plankton Baker. Huh. Well, let's walk around the front. I have probably passed this place in the car, on the motorcycle, at least a few hundred times, and I've never seen that before. Oh, okay. She's got a restaurant out here. Never ate here either. There was a Vietnamese restaurant up here that I've ate at a long time ago, but I don't see it. I see there's another little old house tucked away back in there. Beautiful blue sky today. I think I'll make a right here. Shabu. Walk out front of them. I want to get in. Nah, I think I'll go on to the next one. I had a picture of the side of this building and it looked really good the way it was. It looks like they painted it now. Now let's keep walking this way. Super hot. Looks like Super Hot's closed down. Somebody had asked me to do a review on motorcycle shops, and it's really hard for me to do that because I don't rent motorcycles. I've got my own, and really don't have an interest in that. And from what I hear, there's a few really good ones, and then there's a few bad ones. But you got to use common sense anytime you rent anything. Now here's the church, Christian church, or Chiang Mai Christian School. Now this is probably one of the oldest Christian churches in Chiang Mai, as best I can remember reading. Cool. But when you're rent a motorcycle, do due diligence. For one thing, don't ever leave your passport. Don't do it. As much as they say, oh, it's okay, don't do it. Don't leave your passport. I never have. I've always got around it somehow. And also video the bike, every inch of it, or take pictures, and let them see that you're taking pictures of it. That way, if it comes back and there's, you know, they say you've damaged it, at least you've got documentation that, you know, it was already there when you took it. I've rented bikes when we've gone Pattaya, Hawaiian, a few other places, and I've never had any issues. But I've heard of other people really getting raped, and especially jet skis. I'd advise you not to even rent a jet ski. That's almost asking for trouble. Now we're at the corner here. I think we will walk right. See, beautiful view of the mountains. The sky is so clear. Now the other day it wasn't as clear. You could barely see the mountains. See, a building like this, you have no idea how old it is. And you got your sign right here. Then there's an electronic billboard right up on top. One of the things that I've noticed, and one of the sad things to me personally, is that it seems like the powers that be here are trying to change the image of Thailand. And I think we saw the beginning of that when they started moving all the street vendors out of Bangkok. I think that was the beginning. And really, you know, some of the things that they're changing are some of the things that that draw us to this country and make us enjoy it so much. And it's kind of sad. And the food vendors is one of them. You know, they're making improvements in the streets and things like that down in Bangkok, and they are here as well. And they haven't really, here in Chiang Mai, they haven't really addressed the vendors. They pretty much let them do what they please. Now, they did clear them off a Taipei gate for a while. She got a big smile. Wave. There you go. Let's bring coffee. They did move them out of Taipei gate because they were usually there mostly on the weekends, and the place was just, it was wall-to-wall food vendors. And they eventually ran them off of there, and I don't know exactly where they went from there. But they're easing up some now because they're trying to get tourists back. And I've noticed that they haven't run the pigeon people off yet. And pomade, boy, that place is packed too with kids. They haven't run the pigeon people off yet. And they are letting some of the vendors come in on like Saturday and Sunday nights that I've seen. Here's somebody's meat right out on the sidewalk. And I guess if you eat here tonight, that's what you're gonna have right there. Huh. So, you know, up here it hasn't really affected it that much, but Bangkok is, you know, they're, you know, like years ago I went to Patpong, and granted, you know, it was pretty sleazy, but it was interesting. You know, they had all the stalls set up, and you know, the bars were on either side, and you know, it was fun to walk through. You know, you just keep, when they tell you about the ping pong show, you just need to make sure you keep walking and don't go upstairs. And Lek was with me the time we went, and we walked around. We had a great time. We bought some stuff, and then we came home. But the last time I'd been to Patpong was probably 2 years ago, and it was completely, this was before COVID, it was completely deserted. Most of the bars had shut down. None of the vendors were there, and it was just it's basically deserted. And you know, it's kind of sad to see that happen, because the old Thailand, you know, that's what I enjoyed. I mean, I think that's what we all became to love and you know, kind of cherish the way it was. But you know, I guess progress, everything's got to progress, and Thailand's no different from any place else. But it's kind of sad to watch, and I think slowly they're going to strangle out the entertainment centers out of Bangkok. I feel it's coming. It's just going to take a little while. Now that's an old place right there. And we have walked down there before. See what this is. Toys Club, original collection. Wow, look at that bike. Look at the gas tank on that thing. Amazing. You just about sleep on that thing. Wow. Oh, nice Harleys back here. Really nice Harleys. Oh, we'll keep walking down this way. Here's another nice place. See, you see how they boarded up the window there and put an air conditioner in. But, you know, there'll be always little pockets of Thailand that will remain the same. And hopefully we can hang on to those. Wadi Kap. I don't know what they're doing. Oh, they make sign makers. Huh. We'll walk down this way. Now I know I've been in that temple before, because I think I parked out here one time and I walked to the left. No, I walked straight ahead. That's where I saw those little kids that were so cute. But I think today I may make a right. And I know if I go to the left, there's a big market down there. Wow. It would be a shame not to restore that place. It looks like they started to, but not much happening. Yeah, there's a big market over there. And then further on down, there's another one on the right. But I think we'll walk this way. And I'm going to see if I can't get back out on the road to Chiang Mai Lamphun Road from here. Because I know I've walked this area before. If I remember correctly, there were a couple ladies cooking some stuff back in there. Pig guts. The local barber. Yeah, they were frying pig guts right there last time I came through. Let's see if I go to the right here where that'll take me. The last 3 days, every day, stick your head out think it's going to rain, but it never did. But boy, it sure looked like it was going to rain. Now I'm going to go this way, see if it takes me back out to the river. Here's that great big turquoise building there.
Okay.
I've not walked through here that I know of. Oh, Rimping Village. Huh. But going back to my other thing, it would be nice if, you know, Thailand retained some of its culture. My wife, I've been encouraging Lek to talk to her mother, and get her mother to, oh, that's, better watch that. Get her mother to tell her about old times, and she started doing that, and some of the things that I'm hearing are kind of comical, but maybe in one video I'll let Lek talk about it, and talk about some of the times, you know, back in the old times, back in the, it would probably be in the early 1900s, or maybe 1920s. I think our mother's 80, so that would put it about 1920s. But it'd be interesting to hear the stories, and even the things that Lek tells me that she experienced is fun to hear. You know, taking a bath in the canal, and basically everything that they had to do as far as the bathroom was concerned was in the canal next to the house. Yeah, this just brought me back in around a big circle. And you know, no electricity. Yeah, see, this is where we came through. Yeah, we walked through there, a little restaurant there. I don't know what's down here. There's no telling. I'd probably leave that for another day. Oh, that goes back to that little area we walked in. Where that Employees Cafe was. But it was interesting. It's interesting to hear her say that, and the funniest and cutest thing that she talks about is the time that she got the award from the princess, and her principal drove her into Bangkok to the Grand Palace. She got her certificate from the princess. And that's just really, it's really a cute story. She talks about the first time she ever had a donut. And to hear her explain it, you thought she had gotten gold or something. Whew. Walkway through here. Yeah, we've definitely walked this way before. Get out of the way so they can get through. And here we are back out on the river. Well, I'm going to close this video out here. I hope y'all enjoy it, and hope y'all have a great weekend. I'm going to go home and get in the air conditioning and get something cool to drink and enjoy the rest of the weekend. Y'all take care. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.